Hey everybody, Scabber Gaming here and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. In this episode, I'm making a slightly new start. Now, I'm quite aware that the last few episodes were more about me learning than it was about me actually building anything half decent. Now, obviously, up to a point, that's acceptable. But now I need to start building something worthwhile. And you guys have kind of shown that with some dislikes. And, get past that. Let's just get on with something cool. Now, the only good build, really, that I'm a little bit proud of is the Zabruggy. So I've brought that along with me. Now, I've gone to a different crafting platform. Or I think that's what these are anyway. I have no idea what these are, actually. It's just a platform. So I've left the old platform where it was. The house is there. The catapult, the rocket, all of that stuff. All the experimental stuff is back there. Now, what I want to do for the next few episodes is build something and then add to it and sort of make it better and improve and get good at something. Now, I've been racking my brain a little bit about what I could do to achieve that and, to make something actually worth building. Now, like I say, the Zabruggy is pretty cool. It does its job. It's actually really good over the terrain and I'm quite happy with that. But I want something big. I want something slightly more dominating, if you know what I mean, more stable, something that I can just plow through, and for that I feel like a big 4x4, like a wide tanky type thing, and I'm thinking a scoop on the front that you can lift up so you can actually tip things over, like a livable cabin maybe, and even maybe like a trailer on the back. I might add some sort of rockets feature that could tip itself over, like loads of really cool features all piled into one thing. And, I'm not really sure how I want to start that. All I know is that it's got to be wide platform, so it's stable. It's got to have the big wheels on it, couple of engines, maybe engines for each wheel. Something really flipping mental. So I'm going to start that today. So enough rabbiting on. I just wanted to kind of draw a line and say this is kind of what I want to do now. This is where we're going to start and do something really cool. So with that said, let's think about the materials that we need to do this. Now, it's going to be a big machine and it's going to be heavy, which is kind of why we might need an engine per wheel, if you get what I mean. So we're not so worried about its weight as such, because it's going to be flipping huge anyway. It's going to weigh regardless. That said, what can you use to build something like that? Now, barrier block is always going to end up like there's a Zabruggy. It's kind of difficult to paint. We've got metal block, we got wood, and we got concrete. Now, concrete is medium, and it sounds stupid trying to build something out of concrete, but really, it's quite a good texture. It doesn't look like wood when it's done. It just looks like mottled, so maybe it could look like metal. But metal is heavyweight, so you don't really want to build something entirely out of metal that moves. Let's go with concrete. And we'll keep the glass there because I think we'll probably need a bit of glass. Now, I've already got the big wheels here. It's gonna need big wheels. It's gonna need that. We know that already. Chuck the radio out for now. Chuck switches out. We definitely need bearings. What else do we need? We're gonna need a controller. Probably. I don't know. Electric engines? Powers, bearings. Do we want electric or gas? So, in an engine with fixed power and adjustable speed, a slower engine with a lot of strength can be connected to a driver's seat for triggers. So it's a slow engine but it has a lot of strength, so that might be what we want. Or an engine with fixed speed and adjustable power, ideally suited powering vehicles, so maybe connected to a driver's seat or triggers. So that's slow but it has a lot of strength, the electric engine. Maybe that means it's better for like lifts and stuff like that, and this one with the adjustable power means that we can get something moving. So we'll go with the gas engine. I think it just seems like a logical choice. I just want to say, by the way, we've had an update since the last time I was playing. There is now driver's saddles and saddles. Now the difference between those and the seat and driver's seat is that they're 3 blocks in width instead of 4. Now that enables you to have more symmetry with odd width blocks builds and so forth. It also means you can make a slightly slimmer build, like motorbikes and stuff would just be better off if they weren't an extra block thickness, that sort of thing. So they're pretty cool. I like that addition. I think there's other additions as well, but I can't remember what they are because, like I say, I've been kind of blanking the game. I've had so much to to work on recently. Now, off-road suspension or sport. It's big, so I wonder if suspension has a lot of bounce, making it ideal for off-road. It's a firmer bounce. They probably need the off-road one just for the added oomph. We'll chuck it in there for now. Right, let's get moving. So we start off with concrete. Although, actually, we start off with a lift, don't we? Let's be honest. Now, we need concrete, because we're going to have to set up a big base. Now, like I said before, this vehicle's going to have to be pretty big. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. But it's the width that makes the most difference, I think, for stability. On a vehicle this size, it's got to be wide. If it's tall and thin, then it's just going to topple over, isn't it? So let's get a good width. Now, need to think about how we want this to go. It's probably going to need at least like 6 wheels with 2 at the back powering and a steering group at the front. That feels good. That feels like that's the way I want it to go. But maybe we'll have 4. Or should we have 6 powered wheels at the back and then 4 steering at the front? Would that be too mental? I don't know. We'll have to give it a go. I think over the next few episodes we're going to be trialing and erroring a bunch of stuff. Now that's probably a decent sized bed. Is it wide enough? I think it probably is, but I'm going to add a couple more anyway. You know, we could put loads and loads and loads of stuff in it if we wanted to. Just as long as we have a flipping big base to build on. Now, before we do anything else, I want a working model. So I'm gonna put suspension in. Not like that though, obviously. Right, so let's see, how big is one of these large wheels? The large wheels are actually big. In all honesty, we've got like one there, another one about there, then another one about there, and then we're going to need to make it bigger. I'm alright with that. If you guys are alright with that, let's make it even bigger. This thing's going to be huge by the end of this. And like I say, this is just the basic platform, the bed of the vehicle. So don't worry, it's going to get changed. It's going to get swapped up. Let's put it out a little bit like this. Now the same place on the other side, do the same thing. Okay, so I think it's fine to have a couple of wheels at the back, or a wheel at the back that's wider, that's further out than the others. Oh no, I know. It would look even cooler if the 2 wheels up here were further out than the one at the back. Can I get a wheel in there? I can. Oh, I don't know how weird that's probably a bit too far out, in all honesty. Let's not go too far. Just just enough to sort of push it out the bodywork. Yeah. Alright. Wait, what? How did I manage to get this so far out? Okay, let's do it like that. God, I'm going to confuse myself, aren't I? Okay, let's take these off to this point. Right. So that's 2 blocks out. And that's 3 blocks out. Boom. Right. Symmetry. Now, okay, so I'm going to have to raise it up. I don't know if this is going to look badass or just bad, but let's give it a go anyway. Now, it's about there. Now, I've got to get this in the right place. Yeah, that looks about right. if I chuck a couple of concrete blocks on the bottom for the swiveling. No, they don't need swivels. They'll just... That's right, it's just gonna... Doesn't need bearings. Just concrete blocks. Right, then I guess the bearings go on there. That makes more sense. Because these ones don't turn. Yarp. Now. Already I feel like it might be starting to take shape. I know it's early, but if you think about it, we could probably do this. This looks more like a trailer at the moment. Bear in mind that this isn't how it's going to end. Now, if I chuck another one in before we do the steering. Yarp. Okay, so that was nuts. Okay, now I need to make steering for this before I can think about putting engines on it, really. So, steering. How are we going to have the steering working now? Probably need to put it... Just trying to get an idea of how this will have to be. If I go up one and then out, right. Is that the right level? Yeah, that's the right level. Boom. Okay, so all the wheels are at the right length. Right height, sorry. Now, put another one up. Left gap, didn't I? Yeah, good. I was going to say otherwise that's not going to turn. But I don't want to forget to put that in. Now I can go like that. Put one of them in. Oh, no. Get off. Boom. Right. Now, let's take it off this. Can't even jump onto it, it's too high. Okay. There we go. Right. Let's get rid of that lift. Now, before we do anything, let's see what powering it with a single engine is like. I just want to know how heavy it is, really. More than anything else. And I'm going to use one of the new driver's saddles for a laugh. Just because it's different. Let's chuck that in there for now. I don't know. Am I odd or even anyway? I think I'm even. So, who cares? Let's put it there. Looks about right. Doesn't really matter right now. So let's get these all. Now I need to sort out the power to that and see how good it is with that on. But this needs to power that and that. Oh, good God, got to swap them, otherwise things are going to go very weird. And that one, and yep, you turn too. And don't think I'll need to turn these. No, they should be going the right way. Boom. And these ones as well. Or are they just there for support? Let's just power them all. Ah, the engine is already connected to the max number of bearings. Wait, does that mean I can't? Oh no. No. Okay. Fine. So they're looking the opposite way, aren't they? I can't have that. That's winding me up even though I know that it doesn't make any difference right now. Okay. Right. Now, before I do anything with the power, that one also should be controlling that at the same time. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to take you off of those two. And you're... even though they're reaching across, like I say, this is like testing. So you're also going to power that one, and you're going to go the right way, and you are also going to power that one. Now that may seem insane, but that's going to be turnable, and I always rotate them because they always seem to be the wrong way. Now this should be fairly simple. This should go forward and it should turn and stop. Yeah! Now, the trouble with this is that one of the engines is not at the same power as the other one. So, it was off. That doesn't make any sense. Right, let's roll. Oh, it's too much power. But it will not roll, will it? Look at it go. It doesn't really want to turn either, though. Right, okay. As the base, though, that's pretty good. So far, actually, pretty happy with how fast that goes. Suspension's going to work. Looks pretty cool, but the steering is terrible. And that's probably because there's only one wheel doing any of it. So, do we make it longer? I don't feel like we should make it longer. I feel like maybe this should turn as well. It's like really pivot around from the middle. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. So let's try that first. Let's get rid of these. Right. Now, go down please. Thank you. Go back up. Thank you very much. Now, if I put this on the bottom of... Oh yeah, it has to have one of those. Forgot. It still... I'm surprised it's still at the right level. Just because I have no confidence in my ability to build. Now, check down there, and big wheel. Where did I put the big wheels? How silly. Shouldn't get rid of the big wheels. Chuck that in there, because at the moment we don't need a bearing controller. So that should be fine. But we've got to get rid of this one as well. Otherwise there's no point, is there? I do like the way it just flops to the floor. Now, I shouldn't have got rid of that. So, let's drop it back down. I reckon we could get this working. I mean, once it's working, it's cosmetic and adding awesomeness. Oh, wait, no. Hey. Nearly had me then, didn't it? Boom. Let's get that on the bottom. Add that. Add the wheel everyone loves. Right, now, if I can get rid of this, I want to see how this moves without getting horribly crushed. Can I jump on the wheel? I have to jump on the wheel to get in. Love it. Right, now, I need to steer. So, you, and turn. You, and turn. Let's see how this goes now. Oh, it's a bit better with the steering. It does turn. Well, it slides well. Oh, that's an insane platform of fun. Now, it's like I say, it's a bit strong at the moment. The engines are on full power. And there's 2 of them. Makes quite a bit of difference. The engines are only powering 3 wheels now instead of 4 each. Because they got removed. Getting it to stop isn't easy. Okay, that actually works surprisingly well. Not fantastically. I mean, I'm intrigued as to find out exactly how well this will move once it's covered in a massive shell of concrete and has got loads of cool stuff on it. But that is alright for now. Now, we know it's going to work. Let's get rid of some of this. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? Let's turn that off. And we'll probably turn that one off as well. That was a bit silly. Okay. I'm going to own up on that one. That was my fault. Right. You see it got it jammed in there. That's just brilliant. Right. Now, what should we do next? As a basic sort of template, that's actually a pretty good insane vehicle, which is pretty insane, let's be honest. Now, I've got to be able to get in. Let me in. Now, how do I build this up? I kind of wanted it to be like a JCB of some sort, but because of the size of the wheels available in the game, I can't really do that. So instead, I'm going to make it like a crazy tanky RV. That actually sounds really cool now that I've said it. Crazy tanky RV is what we should have. Now, let's get rid of the engines. All I really want to do is make sure that the way that these wheels are arranged works well, and it does seem to, so that's cool. Now, let's put some bodywork around these things. I must remember to press Q. So we want the suspension to be able to move fully. Let's bring that down. Now we've got slopes that we can put in there. So that'll make that look cool. Right. Again, must remember to make that work. Right. Matching each side is going to be tricky though. Right, this goes up. And then straight out. Haven't even done that in the right place, have I? No. Building this can be difficult. Getting symmetry is really difficult. You have to keep looking, making sure that you're in the right sort of area. Get rid of that, because that just doesn't work. Rid of that. Now, this one should be out here. So this one doesn't make sense. That one's good. Right, cool. So yeah, that looks similar. Is that dead center on the other side? Keep walking into the things. Yeah, okay. So I need to do arches like that around it. That I can do, but now they move out. So I move that with it. Doing this is actually really tricky. Just having any idea what I'm actually building. Right, I don't want anything that's going to interrupt the wheels, so... Alright, yeah. That'll work. That won't. That shouldn't be over the wheel like that. Okay, that might work. Don't think that is really out of the way, is it? No. You see, this archway is going to look funny. So that's going to have to be left open, and then these archways are going to be alright. Yeah, a bit like that. That archway at the back doesn't look bad left open like that. I only need to do one side. I can fill in the gaps while not recording. Now, from here, I want to go up. No, that's going to hit the wheel, so it needs to go up first, and then along. And then down. Right, now, how does this work? When I take this off... Yeah, they don't hit the blocks. So that's always good. Let's make sure. Nope, that's all good. So that's one way of checking it anyway. Just drop it. It worked for me. Now, obviously, once I've got those super duper all looking like archways that work, then I can start working on other things. Yarp. Now, obviously, with this one, it's a bit different because I need to leave it room. It's got to be able to turn. It's that there that I need to leave room, so maybe I should go out a bit. It should be further out anyway. It's just resting on it. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's fine. I can do that. Now, get rid of this side. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I know it doesn't look pretty at the moment, but if you think about it, when it's all built up, you need these arches for the wheels to sort of bump and grind into and stuff, and it's going to look really, really cool when that's done. And it, you know, it's all color coded and everything. It'll just take a little while to get there. Bear in mind that when these wheels turn, they need to fit inside the archways as well, which is why they're so far out. Now, hopefully, that'll still be alright. What I'm gonna do is, this is kind of like the very first basic part. I'm gonna build up the rest of the archways on the other side, make it all symmetrical, and then in the next video we'll carry on from this point, where I will build the rest of the bodywork up, hopefully, maybe get some stuff inside and get it moving again. Once we have a full vehicle, then we can start adding some really awesome bits to it. So guys, thank you for watching. Next time we'll build some more stuff. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.